Helps if I turn my microphone on. Hey guys, it is Sunday and we're back. My apologies for those of you who did not see the Snark Lounge last week, as I had a incredibly difficult week and I was like, you know what? I'm sleeping. That's it. I'm gonna crawl in bed with my cat and my wife and give me some shut eye. So yeah, these things happen. But guys, we got a great show for you tonight. I want to go ahead and bring my guest in. So, hey, Bowen says, hey, nice to see you. So, and apparently we've got 3 dislikes already. Woohoo! Nice. So, I guess these things happen. So, it happens, as Tiny Teacher Brandon says. So, let's go ahead and bring my guest in. You guys have seen him before. You know him. You love him. It's Walkabout Rojo.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, it's going, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, how much am I paying for this? You know, how much is this going to cost me today?
Well, you know what? We'll settle for 3 hugs.
3 hugs?
Yeah.
That's a little pricey, man. Can you give me just like one of these like little handshakes? Is that good enough?
Yeah, the one with the.
Oh, I gotta do that. Yeah.
So, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Michael, Expat Survival. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to be talking about some haggling, you know?
Yes,
how low
absolutely.
can you get the price? How low can you go?
How low can I go? It sounds like we're doing a limbo show here. How low can you go? So there's a double entendre begging to be made there. So, but what has Snark got under his hat? Nothing. Hair. I need a haircut. So nothing in the hat. No.
Hey, it's easy, man. Just do it yourself, dude. I've been doing it for years. You don't have to pay anybody. It's wonderful.
Yeah, the bad thing about that though is if I do cut my own hair, it ends up all kind of that's one length all the way over, and I like to have a little bit of a kind of a rooster crow up front. I think that's what they call it. So speaking about what's in my hat, I had a great segue there for a Bunny, but Bunny was gonna join us, and then at the last minute, I think she fell asleep on the sofa. So yeah.
So, what can you do, man?
That's
well, I love the Bunny for you, brother.
What's amazing though, that's a 2-seater sofa. It's a 2-seater, and she can stretch out on the whole thing with room to spare. So there we go. Doesn't Bunny do my hair? Well, not really. So I think she did my dad's hair though. So in any case, guys, today we're talking about haggling in China, and I want to invite you guys watching, if you got a great haggling story in China, because goodness knows it happens everywhere, put it in the side chat, and later on I'm going to drop a link in. If you guys, maybe I'll invite one lucky person in. So what is this? How about I haven't watched his new vid? So nope. So haven't watched it, so can't comment on that. But haggling, for those of you who are not aware, living under a rock or possibly in Yugoslavia somewhere, is when you try to get a better price on something. But that takes a whole new meaning in China, as people often don't respect you if you don't haggle. And, of course, a lot of times the price is kind of artificially inflated, assuming you're going to haggle. So, Expat, I know you've got some amazing haggling stories. I want to jump right into this and tell me what's your experience been like haggling in China?
Well, I'll start off with I wouldn't say the worst, but not the as exciting one, and then maybe I can finish off depending how the conversation goes with what I'm most proud of.
Okay,
so starting off with the basic ones. If you've ever been to China, there's markets everywhere. Like you can just walk 1 or 2 kilometers and you'll bump into a market no matter what.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, in these markets, it's like the culture to haggle. They're always gonna offer you a price that's super high. According to you, it may not be super high, but for them, they're definitely getting a profit out of it. So they're kind of expecting you to haggle. there are some exceptions, like if they put up a sign saying like 不能讲价, like you cannot haggle, got it. But I still haggle anyways because they want money, right? So I know it's pretty bad. And there's just some things that kind of motivate the vendor to kind of lower their prices more. And the more you do your research beforehand, the better chance you have. So when it comes to like Christmas time, now's a good time to talk about it because Christmas is just around the corner. I want to get my family something. Yeah, and I'm sure you guys have started to hear the Christmas music in some of the malls. I don't know in your cities, but in Guangzhou, definitely.
It's everywhere.
They've been playing it for like a month in Shanghai already, dude.
The day after Halloween, it started.
I don't mind the Christmas music, but when you play it for 2 months straight, I'm not a jolly guy by the time Christmas rolls around. I can only hear so many, sleigh bells whistling or whatever the lyrics are to that.
And Christmas here is not as like if I were back in the States, I'd be hearing it everywhere. But here, I don't see that many specials going on when it comes to pricing. Maybe you guys have a different experience, but with me, there's no like Christmas pricing in some of the malls I see here.
Yep. Hey, China Teacher Brand said he just got a deal for $3,000 on the cost of his gym. There we go.
6 years for 9,000.
Now, the question we have to ask is, you got to make use of that deal. Like, you got to go.
Come on, Fernando, man.
You got to wonder about
Fernando,
that.
man. We're Jayo, brother.
Yep.
So take advantage of that deal. But yeah, back to the topic of the markets. So you go in there and let's say you want like some trinkets or something to give to your family back at home. Well, if you play your cards right, I can buy one present for my whole family. And that's not just like my internal family, like my mom and dad, my siblings, but also like my aunts, my uncles, everybody for about $100, like 600 to 700 RMB. And when I go in there, they always, highball the price. And if they have a calculator out, they mean to haggle. Like they know you don't speak Chinese.
Yeah.
And like they used to having a lot of tourists. So they just show you the number on the calculator.
Show you the price.
Here's the price. And then you just no, you never take the first offer in these markets. Now, I just got to make this clear. If you walk into Louis Vuitton, Hermes and try this, you're going to get the deer in the headlights look. Like, what are you doing? We don't do haggling here. But I'm talking about in a market's perspective. So you go in there and you want to buy a couple trinkets. And let's say they want to do like 50 RMB.
Yeah.
I lowball like crazy, like 10 RMB. And what works best for me is when I say my friend got it for blah. You can make it up or whatever. Or that store across right there got it for this price. Can you offer me a better price and I'll buy it right now? And these are the kind of signals that will motivate them to be like, yeah, there you go. So pretty much in the markets, it's very standard. And as I mentioned, I got everything for about $100 for my whole family and send it back to the US. So
that's a pretty good price, actually. I've noticed when you go in those markets a lot of times, if you go in and you say, oh, I got this on the Taobao price and show them Taobao, a lot of times they'll offer that. So have you experienced that, Rojo?
What, the Taobao? Oh, I have to say something real quick is that I'm absolutely terrible at this. I'm a horrible negotiator and a horrible haggler. Michael's got a lot more experience than I do with this, but especially when I first came to China, I would walk into a shop. I remember I was searching for an e-bike and I brought someone from the office with me. And, I had gone to the e-bike shops before and just looked at the price on the wall and said, okay, I kind of get a general idea of what I'm going to be paying. And, brought my friend with me because I didn't speak Chinese. And so she was able to try to negotiate. And I got to say, and Michael, Jimmy, you guys got to agree with me on this, that Chinese women are the best negotiators in the world.
Hands down.
There's no doubt about it. They're just the greatest. And they're just ruthless with it. And they love to get a good deal. And it's like their whole life is behind this. So it was a colleague of mine that came. And I remember it was like 4,100. Was what and I was like, all right, 4,100. That's what the sign says. I'm ready to pay it, right?
There you go.
She just was like, no, and just walked away down the street. And that was my first experience with this whole. My first experience with this whole thing, and I think I got it for like 2,100 out the door. So it was literally like double. It was the first, and I was ready to pay it. Just my naivety was going about it. So over the years, I have gotten better at this. And just recently, a little news for the Walkabout Rojo folks. I just signed a lease for a new studio downtown, so it's going to be a new Walkabout Rojo studio that I'm going to be opening up next week.
Ooh.
The original price that they offered was, of course, way high. I had done my research. I had talked to other agents. I knew exactly what it was. And of course, they always come up to you with like, okay, what's your budget? And then, of course, you never give them a number, never give them a price. And I say, well, what are you offering? I say, well, it'd help if we knew how much you're willing to pay. I say,
yeah,
I'm not going to give that away, right? So my price is the lowest possible, right? So anyways, the price I actually got it for was like 60% less than what they initially, and I just kept on walking away. The secret to this whole thing is to not be, to know that the power is in your hands. You have the power of the purse. You're not trying. You don't give the power to them, saying, okay, they're going to give you a good deal. You're the one with the money buying it. They need your money more than you need the product or the service. So having that mentality, that mindset when you go into it, I think made a world of difference in my latest negotiation. So,
absolutely. So, one thing I've noticed also is like if you're trying to negotiate the salary on your paycheck, that can be kind of fun. One of my first
haggling. That is haggling. Yeah.
They offered me 7,000 RMB a month, which
deal. It's a deal
in Shanghai. In Shanghai,
yeah, and of course,
was this in Shanghai?
No, this was actually down in Dongguan.
Still
yeah. And so I'm like, 7,000. I'm thinking, I didn't know what the going rate was, and I'm already signed the contract, and they look at me like a guy who can't believe the porn queen is willing to go on a date with him, And so I sat down looking at them. They're kind of looking at me and looking around, and they kind of go to hand me the pen, and I'm just kind of looking, and of course I got screwed on it. I ended up, at the last minute, they offered me a little more, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're offering me more? How bad are you trying to screw me here? And of course, even then, I still end up getting screwed. They wanted to withhold 25% of my paycheck, and from the first couple of months because I was new and fresh off the boat. And salary negotiations are fun, absolutely. So I like this comment: consumerism at its finest. True story. Yeah. True story. I think women in general can smell a bargain a mile away. Men, we just want to get the purchase over with. Ain't that the truth?
Dude, it's like hunting for us. We're hunters, man. We go in, we see it, we shoot it, we take it.
Yes.
Women will stand all day long to try to get the best deal. And that's the game for them. And they're really good at it. So if you got a woman in your life, let her go in without you in China. Because if you go in with her, you're going to ruin the deal. They're going to see that you're with them.
Because somehow when they see the foreign face, they're thinking, oh, that price just tripled, man. And they use that as their starting point for negotiating. So does your wife negotiate for you, Michael?
Oh, of course. And I can give an example. So like I have a 1-year-old daughter, right? And everyone knows that if you're in China, like child education is like the number one thing. It's like the most important thing for most married people here. So we're looking at classes like gym classes, swimming classes, music classes, very basic because she's just 1 year old. I pretty much was hands off. I was amazed at the ability and persistence of my wife to get like the cheapest price. And to give you some more details, it was for a swimming class, and she would use things like, hey, I have friends that are part of this club and they got this price, even though it's not true, but they got this price and I want to use the exact same services for this price. Well, usually these classes are like 18 to 20K RMB for like a package of like 30 to 50 classes, not per class. No way. Not per class. So then she was able to get the price down to like 10K.
What are you getting
from
for
like
that money?
15K. No. She was able to get the price down from like 10K from 15K, and she was just really harping on the price. And I was amazed. I just backed off and I'm like, okay, you got this. I'm not even gonna butt in. You just tell me the final cost and we'll pay for it. But I was really amazed at how persistent she was. She's really good at haggling. Like she's the one that introduced it to me, honestly.
That's great. That's awesome. So hello, Matthew. Nice to see you, sir. So someone was asking, does Rojo mean red?
Can
you answer that?
Of course, it's red in Spanish. You can see it. I actually am a redhead. I have red hair. So, but I come from a Chicano family, so I was the redhead of the family, and they just nickname that stuck. So they call me Rojo, the Chicano redhead.
There we go. Hey, and Lucy's in the house. Everyone remember Lucy from a couple weeks ago? Lucy is amazing. She had the most interesting video. If you guys don't know Lucy, by the way, definitely go check out her channel. I'll drop the link actually in the description just for funsies. She's criminally unsubscribed. She had some nice Department of Justice people hanging out her home the other day, and it was an interesting story. So definitely go check Lucy out. But as far as negotiating, I had some experience in Hong Kong. I bought some shoes off the back of a Pakistani truck in Hong Kong. True story. So
how much?
Oh, here's the thing. I was looking.
Was it literally? Wait. Was it literally off the back of a truck?
It was literally off the back of it. It was a van. Okay. It was a van. It was a van. And I was looking for my dad. My dad wears these snow skis about size 13 US. So they're like these massive things. And even in reputable shoe stores, you can't always find, that size. And so I'm wandering around Hong Kong, and I'm in this area called Sham Shui Po, which is basically the flea market of Hong Kong and the red light district, coincidentally enough. And you makes me wonder what people do for shoes there, right? So the van is parked by the side of the road, and these shady looking guys are kind of whispering, and I go by, "Hey, you want some shoes?" And so at this point, I'm wondering, is shoes like code language for a dime bag or something,
Did he open his jacket and just show you all the shoes, on the left and right side?
Yeah. He had them all packed up.
I got some real fly kicks for you, brother.
he had them all packed up in the van, but only all the left shoes. He didn't have any of the right ones. Yeah. So, just in case you wanted, grab a pair of shoes and take off running down the back alley of Hong Kong, with your, shoes off the back of a Pakistani truck, right?
Hong Kong is a trip, man.
They look legit. They look real, and you can never tell, this is China, right? And so I'm looking around, and, I finally find a pair that my dad's size, and I ask them how much, and they're like, they look at each other, and I'm like, it just hold up to, I'm like, 200? Are we talking two? What are we asking here? Two, you want two of something else? I don't know what you want two of. And 200. So he agrees to it. And so great. I got my dad a new pair of Skechers, and he was pretty happy. Wore them for a couple of years. I guess they were okay.
Wait. So how much was 200?
200.
No. Hong Kong dollars? Hong Kong
dollars. But for $200, I'm kind of wondering, that's like basically like 25, 30 bucks US. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering if the pair of shoes I bought off the back of that truck didn't fall off another truck, if you know what I mean.
Hong Kong's a trip, man. You walk down Mongkok and people will literally, it happens every time. They'll roll up their sleeve and say, "You want to buy a watch, man?" They got like 5 watches. It's straight out of a cartoon, man. And it happens all the time. Yes. There'll be like a random guy just on the corner has like a computer monitor and some kind of, Xbox that's 10 years old. Just random stuff on the side of the road ready to sell you. Yeah.
Yep.
That market is actually really
is asking us, has anyone negotiated for Hook? No. No way, dude. I never have. So, China Teacher Brand, I cannot say no when people ask me to discount. I find it offensive when customers ask me. That's true. There are certain places you don't want to negotiate, True story. So, but yeah, that was a trip, dude. My dad often likes to tell all my aunts and uncles how his son bought him, a pair of shoes off the back of a Pakistani truck. So
they weren't legit shoes, are they?
No, I think they were. My dad's got some hip issues, and so he really needs some, well-made shoes, and they lasted him for like 2 years. So
yeah, no one can ever tell these days anymore, it seems.
No, you can't tell.
Yeah.
That market I think it's called the Ladies Market in English, and it's like the first place my wife took me when I first got to Hong Kong.
Oh yeah,
like, the first
yeah,
time.
that's in Yamate.
The ladies'
in,
market, for which they sell the ladies.
If you stay there long enough, and you look at, there's a lot of knockoffs there. Like, just to be real, there's a lot of knockoffs. Of
course.
And if you persist enough, hey, do you have any real ones? Then they'll say, yeah, you can come to the back and we'll show you the real ones, like. Yeah.
Dude, you got to be careful in that ladies market though, because it goes so far, I think, to like Sai Yun Choi Street in Hong Kong. And then you pass that point, the market is still there, but they're no longer selling legitimate product. Well, I guess it could be they're selling battery operated goods. If you get my meaning.
Yeah.
And I guess
Lights
you could
and all
say
that.
the ladies market.
All made here in Zhongshan, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, sex toys are a huge industry here in Zhongshan, all over Guangdong, actually.
Really, I did not know that.
Yeah. Manufacturers, I got students who make them. So
you have students that make sex toys.
Yeah, I work for the industry. I have engineering students. I have engineering students. They're engineers at this company, and their job is to engineer these products. I'm not kidding. I'm not. Yeah, well, they're engineers. They're what do you call them? Merchandising engineers or something like that. Design engineers, and their job is to manufacture or design these products. This is a legitimate business. I mean, those things need engineering and schematics, and you need to to manufacture them with motors and electronics and everything. It's big business here.
I didn't think about it needing any sort of engineering. I kind of thought it was, you put 2 D-cell batteries in that, tab A and slot B and turn it on. I mean, I didn't think there was much of engineering involved there.
There's an actual engineering program and schematics and computers involved and everything. Yeah. And salespeople, international salespeople. It's not some skeezy back alley, guy. These are legitimate companies.
So no Pakistani vans involved, I'm guessing.
I don't think so.
Rojo, do they have like an R&D that does a lot of like the research, like in intricate detail on some of these designs?
The truth is, yes, they do. That's the thing. In south of the main city here, there's a major factory that I haven't been to. Of course, this is all stories that I hear from students from the past and friends of mine. Of course, I've never actually been to these places, but yes, they have R&D places that research materials. They research bonding materials, glues and things like this, and manufacturing processes and stuff. It's a legitimate business, as if any other business and any other manufacturing business around here.
Yeah.
I love this comment.
That's totally off topic.
I hear the tester works for free. I was going to ask, you say R&D, what do you give someone one of these products, go in the room for 20 minutes, tell me what you think. I mean,
yeah, the test, do they have test groups,
on a scale from 1 to 10.
I don't know. So Shinzo says engineering silicon love dolls for the realism.
Yeah, that's really part of it. It really is.
They need to spin and vibrate like some of the real strange animal. So
this is totally off topic, guys.
Dishwasher tape. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's pretty scary stuff. Although having said that, since we are already off topic, not last time, but the time before, I went through Pudong Airport. He sends all this stuff that the scan, the little scanners there, and they stopped someone because she had a one of those items was turned on and was kind of flopping around in her bag, and it was a local girl too, a Chinese girl, and that poor girl, the look on her face was just like a sheer dread, like, kill me now.
Considered a lethal weapon. Got to be careful.
No kidding.
Most of you guys know I used to be a hotel manager, and one of the more common things that are left behind are, of course, phone chargers for all different types of electronics.
Of course.
And occasionally you come across things that people are having fun with late at night. And of course, nobody claims them. So they go to Lost and Found, and the housekeeping department or security, whoever finds it after 30 days, it's theirs. So if no one claims it after 30 days.
Wow. Here we go.
So there you go.
I love
so
this.
Don't forget, claim
low,
your sex toys.
Satisfaction guaranteed. Wow. So, Burbex, here we go. When I first read Beijing in 2004 is original silk market, which you can get 3 running parallel to each other. I can get, okay. So somehow I thought Burbex was going to go right down the lowest common denominator. I applaud you for not, sir. Yes. I applaud you for not. Although
it's above us all.
Yes. So trying to steer us back on course here, away from the items of battery operated love. I did visit the Shanghai fake market recently. Has anyone ever been to the Shanghai fake market? So Michael, have you been there?
No.
Oh, you should definitely go. This is like an entire underground, right in the metro area, where it's anything goes. This is giant bazaar that is bizarre, and anything goes. I found some knockoff Air Jordans there for like 500 RMB. I found Nike by Reebok, which is great. Nike by Reebok for only 200 RMB. So now this is one of those places, though, the negotiation, I don't know if they know how to do it, or they just, you'll start at one price and they start another, and you start getting closer to the middle, and then they'll go back up to the high price again. It's like, wait a minute, you were just at 200. No, 300. And so you started to work them down again, and then they're back up at the top again every single time. So I was there, and I saw this pair of wireless brown Marshall headsets, and I was under no illusions it was the real McCoy. Of course, it's the fake market. I mean, come on now. And they wanted like 1,000 RMB, and I'm like, yeah, that's almost the cost of real ones. So I started working them down, 700, 600, 500, 700, 600, 700. And they keep on going back to that price, right? Finally, I negotiated down to 250 RMB, which is not bad for a pair of good wireless headsets. I listened to them. So I paid for them. The guy put them in the box, and I get home. And you imagine my surprise when magic happened. My wireless pair of Marshall knockoffs headsets turned into black corded headsets.
Got them.
Of course.
So, and they still say Marshall on them, of course, but only one side, the pickup only works in one side, and they have the most realistic, amazing static sound I've ever heard.
You usually have to pay extra for that.
Nice.
I should have paid extra for that amazing static sound. I know, but well done, Marshall. I got to give him a hand there. So, but the amazing thing was, I listened to him, handed the guy. I saw him put him in the box, and I don't know how he did the sleight of hand somehow. So
okay.
I have no idea how he did it. So yes, thank you, Burbex, for bringing us back on topic. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So Burbex says, I feel the markets have all been sanitized and turned into smooth malls. Yeah, kind of. So where everything is super expensive. Yeah, it seems like the Wild West has left a lot of those huge underground shopping malls. Shinzo says, in the huge underground shopping malls, usually the shops closest to the interest have the worst deals. The better deals are located deeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should visit the Fairy Mountain. I've never heard of this one. Lowe's Antiques, even vintage porno. Hey. So we're
now back off topic.
We're back again.
We're back.
We're right back. I tried to buy a vintage pair of police handcuffs, but the dude wanted 500 RMB. Couldn't be bothered to hang up. Now, given the topic here, I'm kind of wondering, he's mentioned vintage porno and handcuffs in the same sentence. I'm a little worried.
Well, Burbex, man, he goes deep, man. He goes real deep.
I kind of wonder if the next time I go out with Burbex, he's like, okay, Snarky, I'm going to need you to try these on for a moment.
I would love to go exploring with Burbex sometime.
Dude, that dude is amazing. I mean, of course you've seen his videos, but in person, the guy is just so, he's talking about this and suddenly he's talking about this, and his conversations are so serial that it's just amazing. So China Teacher Brand says the worst for me is telling a Chinese friend how much you paid for something because they'll tell you they could have gotten for way less. Yeah, every time.
Yeah, you no matter what,
one RMB. Well, you could have gotten for free and had them pay you too, and march around in a rickshaw for 20 minutes. And
you know what's so common? At least I'm guilty of this, and I know a lot of my Chinese friends do this. Is when they see something they like in a store, they pull out their phone and they take a snapshot of it, and then they use the Taobao algorithm to figure out what that item is and give you the price on Taobao. It turns out it's probably like 30% cheaper if you buy it online than if you buy it in the store. And the store people hate this. So when they see you pulling out your phone, they know exactly what you're doing. They're like,
oh, yeah,
well, he's going to try it. He's going to try it, but he's going to buy it online. Taobao! So I get no credit.
We're going right to Taobao. So,
but the turnaround of that is they'll say, oh, but that's a fake one. Those aren't real. The quality is not correct. This is the real one here. Yeah. You can take it home today, Yeah. So they know exactly what to do and what to say when it comes to that.
We don't fall for that, man. We just look at the reviews and like, oh.
I'm a terrible shopper. I fall for it every time.
What I don't get is sometimes they'll try to tell me that everything on Taobao is fake and everything on JD is fake. And I'm like, what? JD, you usually find legit items on JD, right?
Yeah. And in Taobao, if it has the Tian Mao symbol, like it's usually pretty legit. Like 99% of the time it's been vetted. It's harder to sell on Tian Mao than it is on Taobao, but they're linked. So you can tell if they're selling it on Tianmao, they're like, yeah, it's pretty legit. Like it's very rare for it to be like fake.
Yeah, what's that one? The secondhand one online? Is it Stinky Fish?
Yeah, Xianyu.
Shengyu, is it?
Idle Fish. It's a subsidiary of like Alipay and Alibaba. It's Idle Fish. Yeah,
I always wonder if that stuff is legit or not, because that one you can never tell.
So I have a story. I mean, it's not.
I'm all ears. What's your story?
Okay, so using that platform, I was looking for the cheapest lens for the camera I'm using right now. I think you might be able to see it up there, maybe not. But besides the point, so I was searching for an 11x22, which you definitely know what it is, Snarky, for my.
I know what it is.
Camera. And I didn't want to pay that much because it's not like a brand new lens. It's been in the market for a while. Yeah. So I use Idlefish, and an Idlefish, it's like a secondhand platform. Like secondhand in China, it's becoming a trend now. Before, like they would always buy new, but now it's becoming a lot more, I guess, fruitful of a market, and people trust it more. So I was looking at different deals, and if you were to buy this new, it'd be like 2,200 RMB, 2,200 RMB, around that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go like a little bit less. Like I wanted something like 1,500 RMB, right? It's like 700 RMB cheaper. So I find a couple, and you have to message the people and ask for photos in real time because you don't want to waste your time. But here's where I found a trick that kind of helped me get the price even lower. Okay. I filtered the place to my city so I can go there in person. I filtered it to Guangzhou for people selling secondhand goods, and I found we got a visitor.
We do have a visitor. So finish your story, and I'll introduce him.
Okay, I'll make it quick. So then I eventually found like 3 shops, and apparently the place I found it in Guangzhou was like an electronics shop that sells a lot of camera gear and secondhand goods. And they posted it for 1,800 RMB. So I went in the store and I'm like, hey, is this you? Like you told me you're in here. And I showed them, I'm trying to buy this lens right here. I went in there, I tried the lens myself, made sure it was legit, it was real. And I'm like, okay, you've had this in the market for about 3 weeks now. I buy it now with cash for 1,500 RMB, and they want 1,800. And they're like, yeah, go ahead. And I got the deal. And that's just my story using secondhand in China. I went in person. That way I can verify in person it was legit.
Always do it in person, man. I never buy online if I can turn it down.
That's actually pretty awesome. Guys, I want to welcome Bowen to the show. Hey, Bowen.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. I'm just trying this out. I didn't think it would work.
Bowen is calling in from Hong Kong today. How's Hong Kong today, my friend?
Pretty humid.
Pretty humid?
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little humid in Shanghai as well. So, it happens. So I see a lot of boxes behind you. Are you moving?
No, not really. Just remodeling the house.
I know how that goes. That can be remodeling is that'll make you want to drink, definitely. So yep. So Yi and Yunnan, okay. So Bowen, do you have any great haggling stories for us, sir?
Everything in China seems to be about bargains and everything. It seems to be a theme of life.
It seems to be.
No. There's this live show.
Even when you are not looking for bargaining, it seems they happen.
Yeah, it's over. It's on.
There we go. Live TV, guys. Gotta love it. So, my first 2 years in Shanghai, I actually experienced every time I went to the Pudong airport, there was this little guy who kept on trying to peddle me a new iPhone. Every time. He'd walk over and make the grand gesture, pulling something out of his pocket the way you'd expect an Amsterdam voyeur to produce something else, really. And, I never bought it, but the production value of his sales pitch just entertained me so much. He'd walk up, and you want an iPhone? Very good. Yeah, very good. Hey. So, and he'd make this gesture, of, showing me how the camera worked on it and everything else. And based on his focus, they can focus on a crowded airport. So it must be good. Right. And he's like, $200. It's like, what? And he'd always trying to, every single time I went to the airport, this guy was, trying to, peddle this thing. And, like I was a fresh off the boat foreigner. And of course, when you get tired of him, you're just like, you want to sell me a used iPhone? And he'd disappear. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Fresh off the boat it's funny.
So, hey, it is China Teacher Brand in the house.
Fernando made it in.
It's a packed
looking
house.
Like the Brady Bunch now.
So it's a party. So
making up for money. Making up for money. Good man. Enjoying the chat.
There we go. So good to see your smiling face as always.
Wait, let me see.
So Fernando, we're talking about haggling. Do you have any great haggling stories for us, sir?
Well, I remember back in the day when my parents used to come visit, we go to Yangshuo and Guilin. And at that time, I would pick up a little bit of Chinese, right? So what I would do is I would tell my mom, what is it that you like? And then I'll just sit around waiting for some Chinese person to come and ask the price of that particular item. And then I would ask later, and she would obviously give me a higher price. And I would go like, well, but you just told this Chinese person is this much. They would lose a lot of face, but then again, we got it for a cheaper price. That was my trick. Just use Chinese and pretend not to know Chinese. That worked quite well.
There you go. That is actually a pretty good tactic. If you pretend you don't know Chinese and you try just to, you want how much?
Yeah.
There we go. So for those of you who don't know China Teacher Brand, and why wouldn't you know, he is based out of Dongguan.
Yep.
So,
I saw this guy before.
I've seen this guy before too.
Actually, we're all like really close except for you, Snarky. We're all
I
Hong
used
Kong.
to live there too. I used to live like 10 minutes away from Fernando. So I was actually right almost near where his school is, and I was at some rock show, and this guy walks up to me and just puts his hand on my shoulder. Hi, Snarky. And it scared me, and it was Kung Fu Adam. For those of you who don't know. And I was like, scared me into another incarnation. It's like, I need a fresh pair of shorts. But definitely. So, but Bowen, so what are you doing down there in Hong Kong today, my friend?
We had another 69 coronavirus cases. Just staying home all day and cannot really go anywhere.
69?
Yeah.
I know someone's going to make a double entendre any minute on that one. But, dude, I kind of thought that was in the rearview mirror as far as Hong Kong. Matter of fact, Hong Kong was wanting to make like a thing with Singapore recently to make kind of like a transit thing between Singapore and...
It's like a travel bubble, they call it.
Yeah. So what happened with that, Bowen?
Well, people got sick of wearing masks, and then people got careless, and then is everybody gone?
No, you're good. I hear you.
We're right here, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just the man of the show.
I'm the man of the show.
You are.
I tried it out, not expecting anything of it. I thought it wouldn't work. Apparently, it is. Wow.
It is.
Yeah, we had 72. It was 72 earlier, and then 3 people apparently tested negative. So, but still.
Ugh. Yeah, they had 2 new cases here in Shanghai recently, and it's amazing how in Shanghai they just jump on that, travel advisories, and if you've been near this one area, if so, let people in your school know, yada, yada, yada. So Caliber Wing says the Hong Kong Singapore bubble will backfire if it goes ahead. Yep. It got burst. There we go. Bunny's awake. Yay. She's awake. It got postponed 2 weeks later. So
is Bunny on the couch?
I'm sorry? Yeah,
is Bunny sleeping?
No, she's awake now. Yeah, she's awake. She's in the other room. She was going to be here, then she took a nappy, and so that's cool. So
if you sleep now, what you won't sleep at night.
Well, she has a lot of work, and so sometimes she comes home, and for those of you who don't know, little people, a lot of times you have to so they have a good mobility. I give her a good massage, and so for like 45 minutes or so. And then sometimes she'll fall asleep on the couch after that. So, but it's mutually beneficial. She gets a good massage, and I get to touch a pretty girl's legs. So,
is that what you call her, little people?
Well, yeah. So people who are of a short stature, you call them little people. That's the politically correct term. So, yeah, that's true story. She can fall asleep at any time. So, there we go. So just talk, man. You're on the show. So.
Yeah, just talk.
Well, you don't want to interrupt the mid conversation. So yeah, we're talking about the situation in Hong Kong, and every single time they publish, "Hey, we'll open the borders for you guys to come to Hong Kong from the mainland, and you don't have to do quarantine." Yeah, like the first news I think was like in May. It was supposed to be where like if you're a Chinese citizen, you can go to Hong Kong, don't need to quarantine. But now like they're saying 31 December, and I'm like, bro, no way. Like, it's going to be 2022 for all we know.
Yeah,
no kidding.
But still, it's a lot better than in the U.S.
So
yeah, but I want to go to Hong Kong.
You're supposed to go to Hong Kong?
I want to go to Hong Kong.
Well, actually, Bunny's going back to Hong Kong here in a little bit.
And she has to quarantine,
she's going to have to quarantine.
Yeah, she has to go down for just a little bit. But she has to quarantine for 2 weeks when she gets there.
Yeah, and 2 weeks coming back.
2 weeks when she comes back.
Yeah.
It's a month out of your year, man. Jeez.
I know.
It's rough.
She was gone for 3 months earlier taking care of stuff. And it's just kind of crazy.
Calibri. I guess Calibri wings or Caliber wings. I'm in Guangzhou.
Caliber.
Yeah.
Yep.
Caliber like the weapon caliber. But yeah, I'm in Guangzhou.
Caliber living in model airplanes. So your setup is awesome, lighting and all. True story.
Thanks, man.
So
appreciate it.
There we go. So she says, I'm soonest the professional of being quarantined. Yep. She is. The Hong Kong China border will not open for some time. So, Fernando, have you been across the border recently?
No, man, not at all. Last time I left the country was October last year. I went to Hong Kong, and I've been meaning to go to Hong Kong because I need to change my contact lenses. My eye doctor is down there, and I just can't go visit her. And I'm like, I've been using the same contact lenses for 2 years, so I can't use them anymore. I need to use glasses, and yeah, you see the reflections is not good.
Wait, you're in China, and your eye doctor is in Hong Kong?
Yeah, because of English and because they can't make the type of contact lenses that I need over here for whatever reason. And I tried it several times, spending lots of money. I have some weird disease or chronic disease, so I need to wear hard contact lenses and bifocal at the same time, so they can't make them. They just,
oh wow, that's a funky combination there.
Hey, there you go. So I really need to get to Hong Kong. I've been going to Hong Kong for 15 years. She's
right.
She became my abductor shortly after I came here.
Oh, wow. So most of the eye doctors in Hong Kong seem to be in Mongkok as well.
She's in Central. She's
in Central. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Nice.
That's a great area.
So the minute they open the border, I'm just going to get some contact lenses because it's driving me insane.
So, yeah, that's the thing is I wonder how soon they're going to open the border on this. So... Shindo says, I thought Hong Kong with their contacts lenses manufactured in the mainland.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff is manufactured in the mainland.
Depends on the kind of contacts that you get. So you got soft contact lenses, you got hard contact lenses, but this particular long duration, like this one's, for example, I can wear them for 20 hours a day. They're bifocal and they're hard contact lenses. They're made in the US. So I need to get a prescription from there. And anyway, the only person who can handle that prescription is my doctor in Hong Kong. And I've tried 2-3 times with different doctors here, spending quite a bit of money to just put them on. I'm like, this is not working. So yeah, I need to go to Hong Kong, man.
Oh, wow. So the question on your, are those the ones you can like wear for like a month and you have to throw them away, or you can keep them for like a year?
No, for years. Mine, I change them like every year or so. That's kind of like my routine. But now, first it was I don't remember what it was that I couldn't go that year, so it was okay, I'll go later in the year. And then we got COVID and I'm like, it's been another year, so 2 years.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. I haven't left the country since February. My wife and I, we spent our anniversary in Paris, Venice, and Rome, and we barely made it back in. And now she's been out, but I've been I'm parking it right here. So definitely. Rojo, have you had, I know you're right there at the border. Have you had a chance to jump across the border in Hong Kong at all?
No, dude, I am itching to get just across the border in Macau, just 30 minutes away. And, you know, they always announce these things. Okay, it's open. Go to
Macau, are we having a kerfuffle again?
No, but you can't get back. And that's the thing. So I have a definitive thing that I can get back in. I ain't leaving, man. I'm sticking around here.
Okay, we're back.
I think we had a little bit of a as we like to say, the old internet kerfuffle happen there. So it happens, unfortunately. So
seems to happen every week.
So
welcome to China.
Owen, you are doing awesome, man. So sit a little farther back from the camera though, so we can see your smiling face. So there you go.
There you go.
You're now you're a professional, my friend. You are a professional YouTuber. So, Bowen, do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't. It's my first time. It's my first time doing something like this.
You know what? You're doing good, but now we need to encourage you to get a YouTube channel, my friend. You are a professional YouTuber now.
Yeah. First day.
You've been a Snarky, so now you got the credentials.
There you go. Definitely.
Cool. Give him the shout out right now.
Yeah. So, guys, pay attention. Bowen is going to send me a message later with his YouTube channel, and I want you guys to subscribe to it. So,
do you have WeChat,
it'll take
Bowen? A bit of time to make it, though.
Bowen, do you have WeChat?
No, I don't. I'm still thinking of a theme for my YouTube channel.
So what would your theme be?
Help with that.
What do you think your theme would be?
I don't know. I'm still figuring that out.
So, now let's help him out here, guys. What theme could Bowen make for a YouTube channel?
Help me out here, guys.
How to organize your boxes at home.
Nah, we just happen to be
fancy background, green screen.
Yeah, get a little green screen. So what are you into, Bowen? What do you like to do?
Well, I'm following the a lot of American football at the moment.
Okay.
Sorry.
There we go. Hey, Simon Barnes who just sent a super chat. So 30 Taiwan dollars. That's my final offer. Walks away. Mic drop.
30 Taiwan dollars for what?
That is the best super chat I've ever seen, man. That's awesome.
That's epic, right there. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm later. I'm gonna screenshot that one and post that up on my Instagram. That was awesome. So, but yeah, man. Pursue your interest, definitely. Let people know what you're into, and just walk around. Even if you have to use your phone, just put poke a phone in your face. Hey, how you doing? And walk around. People look at you like you're retarded, but it happens. So definitely. So, well, guys, we are nearing the end of our hour. I want to give everyone the opportunity to tell me final thoughts. We kind of went all over the place on this topic, I know, but I want to hear what new things you have coming out on your YouTube channel. And I want to hear from Fernando. What's coming out on your YouTube channel soon, my friend?
I'm doing two things. Number one, I'm starting a Spanish channel. It's going to be
cool.
Awesome.
CPT, China for you, or China para ti. So I'm working that. It's already there, but I haven't posted any videos yet. I'm posting a few videos. I'm shooting a few videos first, and then I'm going to start releasing them slowly. And I have been invited to go to Beijing by CRI. I'm going to be joining the big guys. Yep.
Nice.
I received the invitation last Friday, so really excited about that, guys. I'm going to be shooting with all these guys that have been traveling around. So really excited about that.
Who all is going on that?
I know Jerry from This Is China, and I don't know exactly who is in the list.
Jerry,
but
good.
They've been going to Xi'an, they've been going to other places.
Jerry, good.
So they have like a fluid number of people that are going. Some go to some places, some go to others. So let's see. But it's my first one, so really excited about that.
There we go. Awesome. All right. So, Michael, what's coming down on your channel in the near future, my friend?
Talking more about business in China, especially as a foreigner. So, I just recently launched an e-commerce platform, and I teach you tips and tricks about getting the lowest prices and contacting suppliers directly. It's been really busy. People keep on asking me, I need Alipay. I'm like, bro, you're using the wrong platform to get an actual sourcing supplier. Come on, level up your game.
Nice. All right. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. I like that. So, Paul, what's coming out on your channel in the near future, my friend?
I'm still
I just got back, literally, I raced home to be on your live stream because I love the Snark Lounge so much. I spent the last 4 days.
I love the Snark Lounge too.
I spent the last 4 days in Jiangxi and climbing Wuganshan, camping and freezing my ass off up on the top. And it was just the most epic, most beautiful place I've ever been. So I've got a couple of videos coming out about that particular trip, as well as some China Random videos. And the big news is my new studio that I will be moving into next week, and slowly after that be doing more live streams on a regular basis, because also next week Guangzhou Auto Show, which I'm very much looking forward to, man.
Oh man, I love those auto shows.
Oh, the Shanghai one was great. Gene did a great video on the Shanghai one, and I'm hoping to duplicate it with the Guangzhou one. So
yeah, Gene and I actually made some videos looking at some cars around Shanghai recently. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where's the doorbell? Someone's at the door. Nice. So I'll let Bunny get that though. So nice. Well, I have on my end, I've got some footage that I've been kind of sitting on for a while from when I went to Guam, and all about how you can complete getting a divorce in China. So,
geez.
So That should be
valuable information.
Definitely valuable. I also want to plug something for Burbeck. So he's got a premiere coming out here in about 5 minutes or so. A huge abandoned water park, health spa. He says it is supposed to be his best video ever. So Jamaica, he said that was me at the door since I heard my name. Come on in, Jamaica Funk. Actually, he is kind of next door. He lives next door to me in Hangzhou. So true story.
He does?
Yeah, he's like right next door to me. So practically. So we got to meet up and hang out a little bit. That was actually a lot of fun. Definitely I'm looking forward to that. Bowen. So I know you don't have a YouTube channel yet, man, but if you were to make a video, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. If you were to make a video, what would your first video be?
Definitely not packing boxes, because this is my family's idea. It's not really. It wasn't really my idea, so I'm still trying to figure that out.
There you go. So what do you think you would make a video on though? Any hobbies or interests at all, my friend?
Still trying to figure that out. Like I said, it's my first time doing this kind of thing. So,
yep. Like anything else, you get your feet wet and you start enjoying it, and like anything else, then it starts becoming kind of a lot of your life. Definitely.
It's a money pit. It's a money pit. Watch out.
It is money. Yes, that's true. I found myself with like more cameras than I want to know of. So Fernando could tell you why with some of these cameras you start buying some of the expensive ones. So
I just got this one.
So Fernando, you and I know you got a surplus, man. We need to do some haggling on some secondhand goods here, brother, because I'm in the market. I want the best deal. Give me the best deal, brother.
More haggling.
We're friends. I'm a good guy. Give it to me.
See if you can buy China Teacher brand stuff, and
I gotta open a merch. I gotta open my merch, man. That's what I need to do.
There you go. China Teacher brand merch. So
finally monetized, guys. Finally, after like 4 months.
That means upgrades of camera equipment. You've got to let go of some of the old inventory. Help us lower dudes out, man. Give us some deals, brother. Come on. You don't need it. You're not using it. Little charity come our way.
There we go. I'm liking how that's sounding. Definitely. So I just tried out my new wireless microphone system, speaking of merch, recently, and that is amazing. So the Wireless Go, has anybody tried that one?
Wireless Go? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Dude, that was amazing. I love that thing.
That thing is so handy. You can use it for anything.
I was like, I got 3 of them. Right here. Best price offer. Who wants them? 3 for 1. 3 for 1. Let's go. We got to move.
Make it rain, baby. Make it rain. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody joining me today on the Snark Lounge. We will see you next weekend. As always, guys, always carry your can of sardines. You never know when they may come in handy. We will see you next week right here on the Snark Lounge. Thanks, everybody, for joining me, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.